This is an interesting thing to admit in a debate. It's not terribly inconsistent with the Republican perspective. This is the lieutenant governor race in New Jersey, and I think this is the Republican. Is this
Citarelli's? Sorry, the Republican's nominee for governor. This is his pick for lieutenant governor.
Oh, okay,
so this is the debate for lieutenant governor.
Now, this is not like in New York. I think they run separately, right? Or no, I should say in some states they do. In New Jersey, this lieutenant governor is part of the sort of ticket, as it were. I should say.
The Morris County Sheriff.
And interesting choice for lieutenant governor. And I guess the wonder if, if the top of the ticket agrees with this as well. But interesting pitch.
Taxes are on the table, but I'd be careful of millionaire taxes. They're employing us. They're also
new taxes are on the table in New Jersey in your administration?
Well, you have to look at it. You have to look at the whole thing. But what I'm saying is millionaires, we can't just beat up the millionaires. The millionaires many times are our employers. They're employing us.
Oh, all right.
Weird thing for a sheriff to say, personally.
Yes.
He doesn't have the political tact yet to talk around the obvious truth that, yes, Republicans are representing millionaires and billionaires, too.
Yeah. But what is like the theory here that they're going to move away?
Yep.
They're going to move away from New Jersey. All the millionaires are going to move away. And then there's going to be no employment because all the demand for what? So let me just walk through this here for a second. Really rich guy owns a bakery. People come into that bakery. I'm going to buy a pie. I'm going to buy a croissant. I'm going to buy a bagel. I'm going to buy some bread. If that rich guy decides, oh, you're taxing me too much, I'm not going to hire people, and we go there and the line ends up having to be take me an hour, somebody else is going to open up another bakery, and because there's demand. Like, that's the question. Your business is a function of demand. There is no millionaire who has ever said, I'm not going to expand my business because my profits are being cut into. That's, in fact, the reason why people do expand their business, because they want more profit.
Yeah. And the Cheryl's campaign better get on this quickly, because as we see voter registration down for Democrats across the country, there was a deeply concerning poll that came out last week showing that she is tied with the Republican in the state of New Jersey. And yeah, there are states like in the Northeast that are obsessed with electing Republicans despite being blue states. And I don't know why that is the case, especially in New England. But the money, yeah. But this is not the environment that this should be happening in. The Trump administration is historically unpopular, and Cheryl was the kind of middle of the road pick in that race. Comes from was my old rep in where I grew up. Wasn't as like Josh Gottheimer, who was just like Zionist, AIPAC, AIPAC. I'm basically a Republican in everything but the D next to my name. And then there was Ross Baraka, who overperformed but was not able to get over the hump because it was a kind of crowded field. And Cheryl has got to fully embrace a more populist message, and that's a gift to her if she chooses to, because there's no reason that a Republican should win this governor's race in New Jersey. And also, like, what's so funny is that Zoran's model for the corporate tax rate is just over the river, as he always talks about, in New Jersey. And there hasn't been the flight that is being described there. So it's a little bit higher than in New York City.
I'm just trying to see if there's live footage from the flotilla.
Drop site seems to be following it.
There is. It's just hard to tell what's going on. Sort of people standing around.
But I mean, this is real danger that folks. I mean, shout out to we had Greg Stoker on a few weeks ago from the flotilla. Obviously, Greta, other activists on board, sending them, a hug through the internet right now because it's very brave and scary what they're doing.
World needs to step up and protect that stuff and stop leaving it to heroic individuals to try to get aid into people being starved in front of our faces.
Hey folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.